Well, a heads up if you're going to be weeding or planting in the garden this weekend. Naturopathic Dr. Kate Riom joins us with some tips on how to avoid those body aches that can follow the next day or two. Good morning.
Good morning.
So I guess the first step is to kind of limber up a little bit before you start.
Yes, this is common advice and so easy to overlook how effective that is or what a difference it makes to, do a few laps around the yard or maybe even around the block. This gets the blood flowing to the muscles and joints and tendons. And so that helps to minimize the risk of pulling a muscle that hasn't been adequately warmed up. As well, doing it afterwards makes a difference. Stretching, for example, I've got foam rollers and stretching bands here, but you don't need expensive or fancy equipment. But both the warm up and the cool down will help prevent those muscles from seizing up the next day.
Right, because when you think about it, so much of the work that we do in the garden is stuff that we don't normally do in the house, right? You're always bent over, or you're crouched, or that's
It
my
is
problem.
completely exactly.
Yes.
It's completely out of the normal range of motion, and so that's where that warm up and cool down can make a difference in just putting the joints through their range of motion before you engage in those activities and after.
Okay, building up your collagen, how does that help?
Yes, so this specifically pertains to joints and joint health. There's been a big buzz around collagen in recent years for beauty purposes and skin health, but collagen plays a really important role in our joint health and maintaining the cartilage in our joints. And so by enjoying foods like bone broth, for example, here, which is a source of collagen building elements, you can help to maintain your collagen production, which tends to decline over time. So that can contribute to wear and tear on joints like cartilage. Your local health food store will have collagen peptide supplements, and that will help to contribute to your own natural collagen production.
Okay, so this is something kind of a long term then. Don't pop a couple of collagen pills or powders and think you can go outside and tackle the yard. And using food to manage inflammation is really important because inflammation is where that soreness comes from, right?
Exactly. And we know that there are a lot of natural anti-inflammatory compounds in a variety of foods. We've spoken in the past about, of course, fish and fish oil, omega-3s, healthy fats, things like turmeric and ginger are anti-inflammatory herbs and spices. One thing I don't think I've mentioned often is that there is an anti-inflammatory compound naturally found in egg yolks, as well as certain types of legumes. This is called PEA, and this is an anti-inflammatory compound that will activate our endocannabinoid system. So it's not a cannabis, it won't make you feel high, it's naturally found in a wide variety of fruits, but it helps to relieve pain by activating that internal pain relief system. And so that is something to consider incorporating into your diet. Don't skip the yolks. They have this anti-inflammatory compound.
Okay, and don't skip a good soak afterwards. That's my favorite part.
Yes, that's right. Not just a good soak in a bath, but Epsom salt. That's an old-fashioned remedy. But the reason why this is helpful is that it contains magnesium. And so magnesium, there's a certain amount of absorption through the skin. This relaxes muscles. It helps to lower blood pressure. Wonderful before bed, by the way, to improve sleep quality. But nothing beats a soak in Epsom salts after a day in the garden. And you don't want just to sprinkle. You really need like a good cup or two to get the magnesium in.
It really does feel good. Well, Dr. Riom, thanks very much for chatting with us. Nice to see you again.
You as well. Thanks. Take care.